I think we can probably start now. I was just fiddling with my settings and stuff for a bit. Yeah. So, oh, first of all, how is my volume in relation to the game? That's always like the first thing I should try figuring out. It's always one of the harder things. Oh, you can barely hear the game? Okay, let's see. I mean, it's okay if the game volume isn't very high because CK3 isn't... Hi! It's good to see you. Oh no, this is a new model. I actually got this just recently. Hold on, I need to calibrate a bit. I really gotta get like contact lenses one of these days so I can actually like stream good without my glasses getting in the way. Yeah, I really like this new model. And yeah. But yeah, it's good to see you, Niall. Today, we are gonna be streaming Crusader King 3, but specifically, I'm gonna be doing the Rajas of Asia mod. The only thing is that, I'm gonna have a lot of introducing to do in this stream. For those of you who aren't familiar with Crusader King 3, or if you are familiar with the game, maybe you're not familiar with the mod that I'm currently playing with, so I'm gonna have a lot of introducing to do. So, for those of you who don't know, Crusader King 3 is it's a real-time grand strategy game made by Paradox Games, and yeah, no, that's true. Streams do give me a lot of time. Also, if you see me looking off to the side a lot, it's because like oh god, I'm so distracted. Sorry. So since this is a full screen game, I can't really see my OBS at the same time that have the game up. So to mitigate that, I have my laptop off to the side so I can actually see chat and stuff. But basically, if you see me like continuing to eye off to the side, I don't know how to figure out how to make my chat like be on my screen the whole time yet. So maybe in the future when I figure out how to do that, I can not have this awkward setup. But for now, this is like the only solution I have. But anyways, for those of you who aren't familiar with Crusader King 3, it is a real-time grand strategy game made by Paradox Studios. You are essentially playing a character in the medieval world, and thank you, I appreciate that. I will... Yeah, no, there's quite a few streaming things I still have to set up, but that's for another time. For right now, so Crusader King 3, you play as a character in the medieval world from the 9th century at the earliest to up to the 15th century. Yes, that's how numbers work. I need to remind myself of that sometimes. But essentially, what you're doing is you are playing as a ruler, and your goal is to ensure that your line of succession does not end. This can mean several things. You can merely just try to survive in the medieval world, but you can also try to like build up your realm to be a great empire or whatever. It's very sandboxy in that you can essentially do whatever you want. You can set whatever goals you want, and it's not over until it's over, basically. Either until you reach the end date of 1453, or your line of succession perishes, or you lose all of your land, and at which point you're no longer a ruler. So that's essentially what goes on in this game. And so in the base game, the map only extends about this far. In the base game, you only really get to play in Europe, the upper half of Africa, Middle East, parts of Siberia, India, all the way to Myanmar or Burma, some Tibet, and a little bit of the steppe lands here. Oh my god. Hi, Iris. I guess you just finished your stream. Yay, thank you for the raid. For those of you who haven't seen my channel before, hi, I'm Bino Rocaro. I have just started streaming recently, so I was just introducing the game, Crusader King 3, and also like the mod I'm playing with, and after that I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna be doing in this game specifically. There's gonna be so much explaining of things, but yay, I'm so glad you can all come to watch. If I sound really sleepy, it's probably because I don't have too much energy right now. But yeah, so the mod I'm playing with is called the Rajas of Asia. It's a very impressive mod because it adds the entirety of East Asia and Southeast Asia to the game. This big part of the map you see here is not in the base game, and they added all of this. It's honestly impressive work, and god, I can't imagine how much time and how much manpower it took them to put all of this into the game. I'm genuinely impressed. Of course, this being a mod made by people who otherwise have like everyday jobs and lives and stuff, there's also plenty of things that kind of go underdeveloped a little bit. For example, while they do have content and stuff for places like Korea, Japan, etc., the focus of the mod, again, it's called Rajas of Asia, so it's really, the focus is really on Southeast Asia, Indonesia, this area specifically. So there is a lot of stuff for China too, which is quite impressive. But honestly, when I was taking a look at the mod, the content for Japan is very limited, and of course that's not like a fault of the developers or anything. They're, working adults with lives. They have only so much time and manpower, and they also only have so much resources. So I don't imagine that, everyone can be an expert on every part of the world in terms of history. So there's limitations to the mod, is what I'm trying to say. But at the same time, this mod is incredibly well developed. They have an impressive array of new content added to the game, and a really impressively large map added to the game, for that matter. Like, there is so much, like, oh god, I just realized it's hard to explain because I'm a modder, so I know about these things, but like, people who aren't familiar with the game aren't gonna know how it works. To sum it up, they added a ton of space to the map, which, so like, you see there's a ruler here, right? And then this ruler has subjects here. And then these subjects also have their own subjects. And the thing is, for every piece of land they add to the game, they have to create a new character file, and the new terrain file, new building file, history file. There's so many files that goes into just adding even a single piece of land to the game. So the fact that they were able to expand the world map to include an entire part, a major part of East Asia and Southeast Asia, is just god, I'm nerding out so hard. But what I'm saying is, they put an impressive amount of work into this mod, and I'm genuinely grateful for their work because I've always wanted to play in East Asia in a Crusader King game, but Crusader King has always been about this part of the world. It's never been about this part of the world, so I'm glad they added it in. Anyways, for this, I really need to learn to talk a little bit more succinctly. So, anyways, for this specific run that I want to do, I actually want to play in Taiwan. Like, I'm from Taiwan, so... And also, importantly, this is one of the few Paradox experiences where you actually get to play in Taiwan. Europa Universalis 4 is the first in the timeline of Paradox games where Taiwan is even on the map. But, of course, the way that game works... the way Europa Universalis 4 works is that every place on Earth is divided into colonized and uncolonized land. Oh god, I just realized the chat is like over half of the screen, so you can't really see. I'll worry about that later. But basically in Europa Universalis 4, the land is divided between colonized and uncolonized land, and Taiwan is one of those uncolonized lands, so you can't actually play in it. It's all... Europa Universalis 4 also just doesn't have a lot of definition when it comes to small regions like this, so... the fact that there's a Crusader King 3 mod that adds, like, regions like pre-colonial Taiwan and pre-colonial Philippines and pre-colonial Borneo, Sulawesi... Papua New Guinea, I think that's what it's called, etc. to the game is pretty incredible and offers a whole new array of new interesting content and gameplay stuff. It's pretty cool. So yeah, the goal I have for this of course, the character portraits are all using existing character stuff because, like, again, they can only put so much stuff into the game. So not every region is going to be quite as fleshed out as the others, but that's okay because the important thing is I want to play as one of these indigenous tribes in Taiwan, and my goal for the run is to naturally... Oh, sorry. Okay, for those of you who came in later, I have my laptop off to the side because I haven't figured out how to make chat overlay in the game yet, so I have to have a laptop open with the chat so I can actually see who's in the chat. Otherwise, I have no way of seeing the chat. But yeah, we're gonna be playing as in Taiwan. We're gonna unify the island, as is the fashion in these kind of games, and we're also going to be the region I want to specifically conquer is the Ryukyu Islands, which at this time is not part of Japan yet. Is still part of the Ryukyu kingdoms that existed on these islands, and also capture all of the holy sites for the Hanitu religion, which is, I suppose, is what the developers named the indigenous religions of Taiwan. It's a very umbrella term. We'll go more into that later, but basically I want to capture all of the holy sites, which will include a little bit... Okay, I will explain the game mechanics later. But yeah. One thing interesting about Taiwan is that when it comes to indigenous cultures, it is shockingly diverse. In the game, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cultures represented in Taiwan. But in real life, obviously, you know, they can only do so much in a game. But in real life, there's like dozens and dozens of indigenous cultures in Taiwan. It's shockingly diverse for how small an island it is. But, you know, in the game, they can only represent so much. But so it's really interesting because that means where we start on the island is going to impact what culture we're starting with. And even more interestingly, it looks like they represented the diversity of the indigenous tribes in this mod by having each culture speak a completely different language, which is quite interesting. Like the Tayal have the Atayal language, the Kavalan have the Kavalan language, the Pepo have the Pepo language, etc. Hold on, I haven't actually taken a look at the different cultures represented in the game yet, so it's quite interesting to see how they're represented here. Like the Kavalan with stalwart defenders and isolationists and matriarchal. The Midag with the Pepo language having mystical ancestors, frequent festivities. I will talk more about like pre-colonial Taiwan once we actually get into the game, by the way. I'm just still in the setup phase. The Atayal, so stalwart defenders and mountaineers. Hanka with the family business. Huh. The Boon. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to pronounce most of these names. I only ever learned about their names in like elementary school in Taiwan when I was like in first grade, I want to say. And of course, we refer to them using the sinicized name, so I don't know how they pronounce their names in their indigenous languages. One thing you might have noticed as I am scrolling through these is that a lot of these in the game are represented as having matriarchal. And now that's an interesting thing, because it is actually true that in a lot of indigenous Taiwanese cultures were in fact matriarchal. They had matriarchal societies. Another thing that you might have noticed is that disloyal causes belly cost. Oh, conquest causes belly. That's cool. Sorry, I got distracted. So it is actually true that like a lot of Taiwanese indigenous cultures are in fact matriarchal. So it is interesting seeing that represented in the game here. Kind of want to... I'm debating between Atayal and Takao. Might start as Takao. The thing about Takao is that in modern day Taiwan, Takao is like... Okay, in Chinese it's called Kaohsiung, but it's like one of the major cities of Taiwan. Like in the north we have Taipei, obviously the capital, which is, and also I think it is also the biggest city. There's like Taichung, and then there's Kaohsiung. Kaohsiung is like one of the major cities in Taiwan. If you're wondering why in Chinese it's called Kaohsiung, it's actually a Mandarin reading of the Japanese kanji for Takao, which is the name of a mountain in Japan. I'm not actually sure where it is in Japan. But the reason why they named that area Takao is actually because it's a Japanicized reading of the indigenous name for the region. It's very complicated. It goes to quite a game of telephone to get to where it is today. But yeah, I'm debating between... Yeah, no, it is that very same Takao, if you're wondering. Oh god, I have a hard time choosing. I think I'll go with Takao. Should I do custom characters? Nah, let's go with I mean, it doesn't actually matter too much if I used custom characters or not, because the thing is that in when it comes to minor regions like this in CK3, they tend to just use randomized characters instead of like historical characters, especially like in regions where written history is not very well recorded. There's no way of knowing like specific historical rulers unless there's a legend about it. So it doesn't really matter too much if we do custom characters, but let's just go with this character. And let's check the game rules. I'm gonna go with my usual Ubu setup. The only thing that really changes, I'm gonna do that. There's like so many game setup options. I'm not gonna go through any of these. Well, all of these, I mean. But the oh yeah, no, the character customization in this game is incredible. You can make Dwayne The Rock Johnson if you really wanted to. The main thing about this setup I have is that the sexuality distribution, I have set it to equal, which means all sexualities are equally common. And I also made it so that the Seljuk invasion is random, the Mongol invasion is random. Not random as in like when they'll actually happen. Etc. I don't. This is a modded option. I don't know what it does. Hungarian invasion, migration. Okay. But yes. Should I do Iron Man? Let's do Iron Man enabled. There's no reason not to. I don't want to have to remember to manually save. Alright. Save. So, to explain our setup a little bit. So, the one interesting challenge to playing in Taiwan in this mod is the fact that Taiwan is very small, as you can see. So, what that means that each county here only has one holding. This is a holding. This is a tribal holding. And the reason why this is going to be a source of challenge is that usually counties outside in more larger areas have more than one holding. For example, let's take a look at where is hold on, I'm trying to find a region I can talk about. Oh, okay. So, for example, here in China, in the Tang Dynasty, the capital is in Chang'an. Chang'an is right over here. This castle here. And as you can see, there's many holdings here of different areas around Chang'an. What this means is that here you have a castle, a city, temple. What this means is that each of these holdings is a potential vassal and a source of tax revenue, a source of levies, a source of buildings, etc. So a really large county like Chang'an here has a lot of potential to be built up to be very wealthy and powerful. It's the same thing here. In Yamashiro, you can also see that here you have Kyoto, Soraku, Fushimi, lots of holdings. The more holdings a county has, the more potential it has to be built up to be rich and powerful. Kawachi. Ooh, Nagusa. So, of course, so Taiwan being a place where all the counties only have one single holding means there's a very low ceiling for how wealthy and powerful it can be built up over the course of the game. So that's going to be a source of challenge. An additional source of challenge is going to be the fact that it will be very difficult for us to build up to be an empire. There's a lot of advantages to being an empire, but the long and short of it is that the way they have Taiwan set up in terms of like de jure titles, de jure means by law, is that Taiwan has two de jure duchies, Liuqiu and Kirai, and then both of that makes up the kingdom of Liuqiu. If you're wondering, Liuqiu is a God. So Liuqiu is an semi-mythical island off of the coast of China. Now, the thing about Liuqiu is that it's not actually clear which island Liuqiu refers to, because the historians at the time were not very clear about where Liuqiu is located. It could have been the Ryukyu Islands, it could have been Taiwan, it could have been Penghu, it could have been any of the islands in this area. It's not very clear, but lots of people seem to think that Liuqiu is probably Taiwan. So that's just the historical term used to describe Taiwan. Before Taiwan got the Portuguese name of Formosa, at least. So naturally, to describe Taiwan in the historical game taking place long before the colonial era, they used the name Liuqiu. And then as for the de jure empire title, it's interesting because they actually put Taiwan in the same region as the Philippines for this. And I can actually kind of understand why. It's because this is pre-colonial Taiwan. Chinese settlers have not entered Taiwan yet. Japanese settlers have not entered Taiwan yet. European settlers have not entered Taiwan yet. Taiwan at this point is purely just indigenous cultures at this time. And if you know about the Austronesian indigenous people, Austronesian is like a very broad it's a very broad family of cultures and languages spread across not just Southeast Asia, but also Madagascar, which is not on the map here. So basically, like long ago in prehistory, the Austronesian peoples migrated out of Taiwan and they settled all over the Philippines, Borneo, Southeast Asia. Some of them even migrated over to Madagascar in Africa. And once they settled in the different regions, they diversified and developed into a lot of the cultures that we have today that are extremely different from the indigenous people of Taiwan, because it's been God knows how many tens of thousands of years. But either ways, since the Austronesian family originated from Taiwan, it kind of makes sense that they would group it in with the Philippines at this time rather than with China or Japan, because at this point no one from East Asia has entered Taiwan yet. Taiwan is still fully aboriginal, fully indigenous, so it makes sense to group them with with the Philippines and other islands here rather than with East Asia. If you want to know about the history of pre-colonial Taiwan, essentially Chinese settlers don't enter Taiwan until I think around the 13th century or so, but at that time it was mostly just fishermen and farmers living on the lowlands on the west coast here. It was mostly just subsistence farmers and fishermen. God, what would a persistent farmer be? Like a persistent hunter but farmer. But yeah, at this time it's just a couple of hundreds of fishermen, farmers from China who come here to fish and farm. It wasn't an official colony or settlement or anything like that. It wasn't until the 16th century that the Dutch from the Netherlands all the way over here, they sailed around Africa. They set up trade in Indonesia, in Taiwan. They had a trading post in Taiwan, again in the lowland regions, and they built a fort here. They had workers, both indigenous and Chinese. But the thing is, the Dutch didn't really develop Taiwan as a colony either. They were kind of just using the trading posts in Taiwan as like a landing stop before they, go trade in Japan, China, etc., places where there's actually goods to trade for. And then in the 17th century, when the Ming dynasty fell and the Qing dynasty took over China, Zheng Chenggong was part of the Ming loyalists. Zheng Chenggong, since mainland China got taken over by the Qing, Zheng Chenggong took his forces and they went across the sea here to Taiwan. They kicked out the Dutch and they set up their own little kingdom here in Taiwan. That was the first time there was an actual Chinese colony in Taiwan, and that was only because the mainland got taken over. And really, that's when Taiwanese people, as we know it, start developing. But that's way into the future, and that's also like way outside of the timeline of Crusader King 3. Crusader King 3 ends in 1453, so 1600s, that's several hundred years after the time frame of this game. So within the time frame of this game, historically at least, Taiwan never got colonized officially. God, I just realized I just gave like a history lesson instead of playing the game. Anyway, so to set up, back to the game. God, if given the opportunity, I really will just go on historical rants like that. Not rants, just... Anyway, so this is our character. We are Chief Karo of Takao. We are 21 years old. We're part of the Takao dynasty. It's kind of funny to think of these as dynasty, considering how... I don't really think they had that kind of social structure back then, but... But yeah, let's see. We are 21 years old. We are gay. We have a wife who loves us moderately. Let's see. Our personality is we are vengeful, we are stubborn, and we are trusting. That's a interesting combination of traits. And we are also a mastermind philosopher. So we're going to be very good at learning. Learning in this game refers to like religion, philosophy, health. Yeah. And our stats, we have poor diplomacy, poor martial, average stewardship, average intrigue, and average learning. Our stats are very unimpressive, but that's to be expected for the start of a game. We have one tribe in Takao. We have... Oh yeah. Let's see. Our wife is a vindictive zealot. She is vengeful, zealous, and calm. And she is Midas touched. Midas touched is such a good trait. It just means she's really good with money. And we have a son. Our heir, is 4 years old, Kalubin. He's a covetous gambler, and his personality is bossy. Let's see. Let's raise our son to be good with money. So like, since our son is bossy, we can... So the way we raise kids in this game has to do with the 5 different stats you see here. They're kind of like Magic the Gathering magic wheels with diplomacy, martial, stewardship, intrigue, and learning. Since our son is bossy, he would be very bad at diplomacy, but he would be good at stewardship, aka managing money and managing the realm, or he would be good at martial. He would be good at warfare. Honestly, we should probably go with warfare, but I kind of like stewardship more. Let's go with warfare. We're still a tribe right now. We need to be waging war against other tribes. So let's go with warfare. If you know anything about Taiwanese indigenous tribes, though, it's that traditionally they were very they did in fact wage a lot of wars against one another, especially the natives that live in the mountains. It's very frequent for them to like raid each other and stuff. It's part of why the mountains were really hard to colonize for a long time. It's just because like they were very fierce fighters, and like whether it's Chinese settlers or Dutch settlers or even the Imperial Japanese army, if they encroached on the mountains, they often just straight up got into violent wars and fought each other. Let's see. So we have to choose a lifestyle. We have 5 different lifestyles we can pursue: diplomacy, martial stewardship, intrigue, and learning. Because we are a mastermind philosopher, we are going to go with scholarship. We're going to be a scientist. Oh yeah, there's 3 different lifestyle focuses. You can choose any one of these, but you don't actually have to choose the perk associated with them. You can do a medicine focus and be a scholar. You can be a scholarship focus and study theologian. You can be a theology focus but focus on medicine. It doesn't matter. It just depends on which bonus and what events you want. Having a scholarship set up for a tribe is actually kind of awkward because tribes don't benefit from development. But it does mean we can tech up a little faster. However, I think I want to go with theology focus just because I want more piety. In this game, you have multiple resources. You have gold from money. You have prestige, which is how much famous you are. You have to spend prestige to do a lot of things. We'll go over them later. And there's piety, which is how faithful you are to your religion. And also we have renown, which is how much... It's kind of like prestige, but instead of just for you, it's for your entire dynasty. If you build up enough renown, you can pick up several permanent bonuses for your entire dynasty that will last you for the entire game, which is nice. And of course, we have our army here. We only have 600 soldiers of low quality. 300 of our soldiers are levies, which are, militias, conscripts, etc. Just random people with very low stats. And then we have our light footmen regiment. We should station them in our capital so they can get a nice stat bonus. So we have light footmen, we have levies, and that's about it. We don't have a lot of champions, unfortunately. That's not good. We'll have to get more champions. And we have a lot of Casus Belli. So let's see what else. Right, our religion. This is something I meant to talk about. So the Taiwanese indigenous religion here is represented as Hanitu. It's an unreformed. Oh yeah, so a lot of pagan religions in this game start out as quote unquote unreformed, which basically just means that there's no organized structure. Of course, this is a simplification for how religions actually work throughout history. For example, Shinto was technically quote unquote unreformed until Imperial Japan, but in this game they're represented as organized. It's just for the sake of game mechanics. But importantly, we are indigenous, aka pagan. We have our tenets are communal identity, ancestor worship, this is very accurate, and headhunting, which I don't actually like the term headhunting, but it basically just refers to the how the tribes have historically waged war frequently against one another. And our sins are greedy, lazy, and deceitful. And our virtues are temperate, patient, honest, and headhunter. Kind of a funny combination. Let's see. We have gender equality. We have pluralism, aka we accept people whose religions are different from ours. And we encourage pilgrimages. We're nice, but also we're gonna behead you. Our marriage is monogamous. Our divorce, we're always allowed to divorce. There's no such thing as a bastard. All children are legitimate. And we have unrestricted marriage, which means there's no limitation between. It means you can do incest. Just to be blatant about it. Unrestricted marriage, consanguinity just means you can do incest. Same-sex relations is shunned. Deviancy is shunned. Male adultery is shunned. Female adultery is shunned. Kinslayer. If you kill a relative, that's bad. Witchcraft is shunned. We have theocratic clergy, which means it doesn't actually matter, because since all of our counties only have one holding, it's not like we're gonna have a clergy anyway, so that doesn't matter at all. Clergy are allowed to marry. Clergy can be either gender. There's a lot of technical stuff here. And more importantly are the holy sites, because that's going to be part of our gameplay. Let's see. So the holy sites in this game, in this mod, are represented as one in one in Taipei, one in Bunun, and one on, I think that's Huadian. So we have these 3 here, and then we have 2 more, one located in China here, one located in the Philippines here. Obviously, in real life, that wouldn't really make sense. But I think for the sake of gameplay, they wanted to spread it out a little bit just so it's not super OP. Because if you have all 5 holy sites in one area, the thing about holy sites is that you can build special buildings there that give you crazy bonuses. So if they make it so easy to just have all 5, that would be way too OP, which is probably why they spread them out. And the way they spread them out, one in China here, probably is meant to represent the fact that a lot of Taiwanese settlers came from this region specifically, and they brought their religion with them to Taiwan. If you're curious, specifically one central deity in Taiwan, in Taiwanese religion, that was brought over from China over here is actually I think her name is Mazhu. Was it Mazhu? Mazhu, I think. Her name translates to mother ancestor. She's the goddess of the sea, and she's one of the. Mazhu is kind of. She is to Taiwan what Amaterasu is to Japan. I'll put it that way. She is one of the biggest deities in Taiwan. Sea goddess. And then there's one more holy site here in the Philippines. This island here. I don't know Filipino geography very well. But that region is currently ruled by indigenous Filipinos, which are also represented as being very diverse in this game. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 different religions and several different cultures. So since one of our goals for this run is to that's true. This is a very if you know your I don't know why I keep saying if you know your, like I'm talking to a room full of experts on like every possible subject in the world. This is just a video game stream. I don't know why I'm talking like that. But if you know tectonic plates, you would know that Taiwan is like the center of like 3 different plates colliding. You can even kind of see like the fault lines in the ocean just by like the arrangement of the islands, which is why like there's so much like seismic activity and stuff here. It's the joining of multiple regions essentially. But yes, for our holy sites, we are going to be trying to capture all 5 of them, which means we're going to have to unify Taiwan, take this island here, and also take a bite out of China too, just so we can control that holy site. Of course, that's going to be hard, because that means we are going to have to fight China. That's going to be an extremely difficult task that is going to probably take the entirety of the run to accomplish. And of course, we're also going to be taking over the Ryukyu Islands. Simply because, like, in this game, it's represented as being part of Deiju or Liuqiu, which makes sense because Liuqiu is kind of like the name for this general region. And also, like, even today, Ryukyu is like the closest Japan has to Taiwan. Like, you can just straight up boat from Ryukyu to Taiwan. They're extremely close. Oh right, Ryukyu better known as Okinawa. We have no inventory. So our culture, Siraya culture, we are bellicose. We wage war good. Formosan heritage. Formosa is the name the Portuguese gave Taiwan when they first landed because they saw that island. They were like, wow, that is so beautiful. And so the name Formosa stuck. Even today, you see it used in Taiwan. Let's see, we got Siraya culture, aesthetics. Architecture, Austronesian, Formosan. Only men can become warriors. Okay. Quarrelsome. So we can quarrel a lot. We're matriarchal. And we very much value strong warriors. Let's see. We're currently in the late antiquity. Our culture has unlocked. Ooh, outrigger boats. We can raid overseas? Oh man, we gotta discover that eventually. So far though, we only have crop rotation, which unlocks economic buildings, and public works, which allows us to develop our provinces. We don't have a lot of tech. We gotta build a boat. Yeah, no, the ability to raid overseas would be awesome, because that means we can actually raid China and the Philippines. But we're currently missing a ton of technology that we're gonna have to unlock. We should probably actually have Casus Belli first, actually. Because we don't even have basic Casus Belli right now, which means the only way we can declare war on each other is to use raid captives. Actually, no, we do have Casus Belli. We don't really... Okay, so we don't really need to discover Casus Belli for now, then. Oh, God, what tech do I want, then? We don't even really need siege weapons is the thing, because tribal holdings... Actually, no, you know what? If we're gonna conquer the mountains, we're gonna need siege weapons, because mountains are very hard to invade. Let's see. We are a tribal tribe. Right now, our authority is at disparate tribes, which means we have no power over our vassals. Not like we're gonna have any vassals, because again... we only have our main holding. We have no vassals. But let's increase our tribal authority. Because then we can actually imprison people and we can... Ooh, tribal rulers with non-tribal lieges may settle, becoming feudal. Yeah, so if we want to... if we want to feudalize, if we want to stop being a tribe, or become a clan rather, we have to reach maximum... tribal authority. We have to have enough fame, we have to develop our province, and we need to have enough technologies unlocked. So to achieve that, we're also going to have to reform our religion, which can happen once we have enough holy sites. Like we have to have at least 3 holy sites in order to reform our religion, so that we can become an organized faith, which will give us access to holy wars, and we can better convert people to our religion. So, yes, we have a tribal holding here, and we have a small harbor, which just gives us a little bit of tax and a little bit of development. As you can see, we have 0 development right now, and it's going to take a long time for us to develop, because tribes do not naturally develop, which is going to be a problem. We have a court shaman here. He's a dishonorable villain, which is... He's also very dumb. Well, actually, no, he's not that dumb. But he's not exactly a great shaman. And we have a chancellor here. Why is she the chancellor? She's better fitted to be a spy master. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna shuffle my council around. Our chancellor makes a better spy master than our current spy master. And our marshal here is a significantly... Okay, our marshal is better at stewardship, and our steward is better at marshal. So I don't know. I need to shuffle my council around a little bit. They're all over the place. As for our chancellor sucks in every way. She's even like dumb. She has the slow trait, which means she's just not smart. She's also shy, which is terrible for... Oh, God, let's make someone else our chancellor. Liuqiu can be our chancellor. We'll have her handle domestic affairs. We'll have our marshal train our commanders. We'll have our steward increase our development in Takao. Oh God, I forgot tribes don't develop. And we'll have our spy master. We don't really need to disrupt schemes because it's not like anyone's gonna assassinate us or anything like that. We're too insignificant for anyone to try to assassinate us. So let's just have her find secrets in China. Let's send her over to the town court and have her search for secrets there. We have no physicians. She's not a very good physician, but let's make her the physician. Just so we have one. Let's have her also be our court tutor, which allows our kids to learn better. It's kind of funny that they have court positions like this for tribes, considering how that makes no sense at all, but it's whatever. It's game mechanics. Let's see. No factions, decisions. Oh God, how long did that intro take? That intro must have taken like so long. Activities, yada yada yada. Okay, so to start out, since we're a tribe, we're gonna have to raid our neighbors, and we're also gonna want to increase the size. I didn't mean to decrease our size of our army. We need to increase the size of our army, not decrease it. Let's get a bowman too. And then we're gonna raise all of our army as raiders, and we're going to start raiding our neighbors. Because if we don't raid them, they will raid us, and that would be bad. So let's start raiding. If you're curious about the... Actually, we should spend some time improving someone's relation of us. Let's improve a relation our spy master has towards us. Spy master is like the most important position to improve relations with, because if your spy master hates you, they can do whatever they want to you and you would straight up not notice. Because they're in charge of all the secrets in the realm. And if they don't want to tell you anything, they won't tell you anything. Worse yet, if they want to kill you, they can have a very easy time accomplishing that. So it's important to make sure your spy master actually likes you. But yeah, raiding is a big part of tribal gameplay. It's the main source of your income, and it's the main source of your prestige. And it's also a way for you to develop your... You have to crush other people to enrich in yourself, essentially. Tribal gameplay in Crusader King 3 is very much a dog-eat-dog world, as they say. I love that phrase, dog-eat-dog. So yeah, we're going to be raiding our neighbors for loot, for wealth, for power, and also it would just make them easier to win if we actually raid them. And it looks like I captured his wife too, so we can ransom her for money, which is even more money for us. Can we build anything, by the way? Is there anything we can build? Ooh, tribal shrine. Ooh. Okay, there are things we can build, but we don't have the prestige to build them. Tribal gameplay revolves a lot around prestige because tribes don't really have a lot of money, but they do have a lot of prestige. And pretty much when you're a tribe, everything you do relies on your prestige. Let's go to Taipei. So it's like part of raiding comes to requires you to just build prestige. We can also get prestige by hunting and by hosting feasts, and you can go on pilgrimages for piety. Yeah, no, if you can't pause this game, which is the case if you play multiplayer, you can't really pause all nilly-willy. This game is incredibly hard when you can't pause. It's why you would normally play on like a slow game speed. I'm playing on this slow game speed for the sake of the stream. Who's this being raided? Raiders of Polo. Who's Polo? Wait, who's Polo? Are you Polo? Where did you come from? Commander Boo. Hold on, who is this? That's not a flag that I recognize. Oh, you must be coming from overseas. This must be an overseas raider from somewhere. But yeah, I'm playing on the slow game speed right now for the sake of the stream. I can just play at 5 speed if I really want to. And I might do that at some point if it makes sense to. Actually, you know what? I should probably speed things up a little. It's more important to play at a slow speed when you're playing multiplayer, because with multiplayer, if you can't, with multiplayer, if you frequently pause and over again, you will really bog down the game and game connection. So in multiplayer, it's actually important to play slowly. My courtier, Usi, an avid hunter, has brought me a man who sells trained hunting raptors. These are the finest of birds. I raised them from the Eases myself. They will not let you down, chieftain. An assortment of hawks and falcons of various sizes sit calmly on a cage before me. Ooh. You know what? We are going to be hunting, so let's spend some gold to buy this hunting raptor. Nah, it's too expensive to actually employ him. We can always employ someone else to be our hunt master. Master of the hunt master. This man is a good hunt master. God, we only have one champion. That's so sad. Anyways, we should probably host the hunt so we can actually gain some prestige. Let's go with falconry since we just unlocked the falcon. Let's make some friends on this hunt. Let's be friends with our hunt actually, yeah, let's be friends with our hunt master. And let's begin the hunt. As we await the arrival of the rest of the guests, my servants can get started on the preparations. The gamekeepers keep the grasslands each day for signs of quarry while establishing a camp closer to the hunting grounds. My bird grows restless, waiting, knowing it will soon be unleashed. Angua remains totally unaware of my plan to befriend him. That's such an ominous way to talk about being friends with someone. Soon. He remains unaware of my plans to befriend him. Oh shit, hold on, don't hunt that. Raka assembles the party as soon as the sun rises over the camp in the flatlands near Takao. With any luck, we'll find a flock of herons and our hawks will have great sport. The beaters team are ready with their hounds, as well as an appointed spot has been selected. Ooh. No matter what bird we get, we'll have a glorious prestige gain. I think it's probably because we're still very small and weak that, like, it doesn't matter what bird we get. If we even just get a bird, it would be a big deal. Let's get out there. And also, I need to keep my raiding army from hitting them because their army is bigger than mine and they would crush me in a second. So let's send our armies home for now. We need to reinforce anyways. Ooh. Waiting for the word from the scent hounds, the party rests in a shaded copse. Angua stands not far off. This is my chance to impress him. How are you? It's not often we get a chance to talk, I open informally. He seems surprised, but not hostile to my conversation. What do I say to him to be friends with him? What are you like as a person? You're callous, just, and calm. Let's appeal to your compassion. I do pity these poor animals at times. Did you like that? Angua seems to have much in common with me, relaxing his demeanor in my company. Yay, he liked that. He agreed that killing animals sucks. When we move on, we can hardly be separated. I knew I would find the right words to win him over. Yay. We made him like me a little bit more. My hawk has completely disappeared from my view, and looking all around the landscape, I see nothing. Then I hear it screeching out for me, and I find it perched with blood dripping from its talons, though there is no sign of other beasts nearby. Clearly, my hawk has recently got into a fight with something too big to take on by itself. It must be nearby. Ooh. Made him like meat more. Yeah, meat is pretty great. My courtier, Pepe, signals to the party, hush, we have arrived at the release spot set out by the game masters. Not far off, a flock of white herons is passing through the sky, their distant calling heralding our sport. The party halts as we prepare to remove our birds. Oh my god, I need to stop hovering over the characters. Hoods and set them one by one to their spot. Fly true, little one. We're getting hella cash. Shortly after disappearing into the wild, I hear my hawk screeching and screaming out in great distress. I sprint to its source and find my noble bird's foot has been snatched up by a hideous wolf. The fight isn't going well for my dear hawk, blood coating the maul of the wolf. I risk being attacked by the wolf myself as I interfere, but my hawks are too expensive to replace. Oh man, there's only 18% chance I can win against the wolf. But there's only 25% chance our hawk escapes. We'll have to buy a new hawk because there's no chance we can win against the wolf. Oh god, that's a really big raiding party. I better... My army is way too small to fend them off, but I should really make them stand up anyways, just so they can fight off any raiders. Not that we're likely to win, but... I followed the beast track into the plain as though in a trance, an almost unnatural silence hanging over the world. Chieftain, there you are! The sudden shout startles me. Raka and the rest of my party have caught up. Our success chance is so low. Ooh, a mystical sighting. I was just scouting ahead. We failed to hunt, but... Ooh. What am I gonna do with money, though? Everything that could have gone wrong seemed to do so, but there were silver linings to be found. I am no closer to gaining the confidence of Angua. I must be doing something wrong. Kappa gathers the disappointed party and exhausted hounds for the trip home. The heron has eluded us this time. We have lost some stress, we have gained the trait hunter, we have gained some experience for falconer. gain some prestige. That's the important part. We spend some time with our guy. So let's finish up the hunt. The important thing is we got some prestige. Because that means we need more champions. Are you good at fighting? You are not good at fighting. Let's invite some champions to our land. Let's increase the size of our army too. Because our armies are terribly slow. Let's actually organize our army so we can hopefully not get raided to death. Ooh. Let's recruit some of these fighters to be part of our army. Looks like our neighboring tribes have engaged in battle with each other. The larger army is obviously going to be the winning army. At this point in time, the differences between the army is still very minute because we're all just very small, insignificant tribes. So we're just standing here watching them fight. Oh shit, they're here to fight us, and we're gonna lose. Ah, Shogunite. Ooh, power of the Mantalas. Our court shaman often quotes passages from the Mantalas about the holy virtues. I should prove I should have paid attention to by quoting a passage, preferably one that complements his personality. What is his personality? He's stubborn, he's sadistic, and he's gluttonous. Let's flatter his vindictiveness. Yeah, we're losing that battle. Ah, damn it. He was not impressed, and we lost some piety. And also we lost the battle. But that was bound to happen. Ah, there's no secrets in China? Okay. Let's send our spy master to collect secrets in Japan then. Ooh, more champions. Ooh, 20 prowess. That's pretty strong. No secrets in China? I mean, it could also just be our spy master is not good enough to actually find secrets. Okay, you're not even trying at this point. I'm sure there's secrets elsewhere. Let's check Korea. Oh, hold on. There's someone who's coming to raid us. My lord, our court shaman approaches me with urgency. A local merchant has bought a copy of the compendious book on calculations by completions and balancing, but refuses to sell it to me. Ooh, do we want to buy the book for him? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This sounds like a you problem. Okay. Our raising our army has made sure that our neighbors do not attack us. Which is good. Trouble. As I stepped over the threshold to my courtier... Is that Yoon? Yoon's office, I find her bent deeply over a book. This translation of Herophilus is atrocious, she says with a sigh. If I were to follow these instructions, I'm likely to cure my patient as I am to kill them outright. As you can see, a lot of these were written for like a European or even Middle Eastern context rather than for an East Asian context because, like, you know, the base game does not include East Asia. Yeah, let me have a look at that book. We have a 56% chance of translating it. I failed to, and now she don't like me no more. Okay, let's raise our son. Ooh, we discovered a secret. This guy in Korea is a non-believer. Why do I even bother? He's outside my diplomacy range. It doesn't matter if we find secrets there. Let's find secrets in the Philippines instead. Ooh, we can pick up a new perk. Let's pick up planned cultivation. Let's go down the path of the scholar, just because we already have traits there. Jesus Christ, your army is huge, dude. Oh, you're at war already. Oh, you're trying to conquer the Atayal. That's not good. We better beef up our army. We better conquer someone better yet. We need to build up our power. You're raiding for captives against Amami? Who's that? Oh, that's all the way in Ryukyu. What are you doing, man? Well, this chieftain is ill, so let's attack him. Let's conquer his land. There's no way he can win against us because... Oh, our wife is pregnant. Because our army is way bigger anyways. Yeah, it's like... At this scale, it doesn't really matter. Number is pretty much the only thing that matters when it comes to warfare at this point in the game. We have defeated them, and now we're laying siege to their tribe. It will be over. The war will be over in 9 months. Ah, fine. Let's find secrets in Bunun, our neighboring tribe. Why are you aggressive? Oh, you also want to conquer the same tribe I'm conquering. I have a new son! Yay! That's not good, actually. That means we're gonna have issues with secession. Then again, we have a matriarchal secession law, so the moment we have a daughter, none of our sons are gonna inherit anything. Anyways, we won the war. The tribe is ours. And now we have to defend against this other tribe here. If we win, we get some money and prestige, so let's win this war. Oh, they have a better army. Okay. Let's stay put for now. Ooh, I can create the Duchy of Liuqiu. Ooh. I can also station a man-at-arms. But they're currently raised, so... We also have prisoners. Let's handle our prisoners first. This guy is pretty good at fighting, so let's recruit him. This woman has nothing. We can sell her into slavery for money. That's so little money, though. Can we execute her? We get some piety for it, but we also get more stress because we're trusting. It's only 20 stress. Let's sacrifice her. And then this guy is one-legged. Let's execute him too. Alright, you are now my champion. Welcome to the team, buddy. I don't know why they're leaving their capital completely exposed, but I'm gonna lay siege to their tribe now. Ooh, what's this? Leviathan? It behooves a chieftain to spend more time at sea, with the salty air in his face and the fine vessel beneath his feet. Today sees my personal craft in a small escorting squadron out for drills, practicing, and pleasure. The short voyage has been an exhilarating change of pace from life at court when we spotted it. A distant plume of waters followed by a small island of wine-dark flesh rolling out of the waves. The greatest beast of all the deeps. A whale. I don't think... Do whales exist in this part of the ocean? Let's see. Sorry, I was just drinking some barley tea. Let's see. We have a 32% chance to slaughter the whale. We can let other people handle it and get half of the money. Ooh. We can try to fight it, but we only have an 11% chance to succeed. And we can leave it be. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna leave the whale be, because that leaving it alone gives us prestige, and we need the prestige right now. Ooh, we discovered a secret. Oh my god, dude, stop waging war, man. You're scaring me. We need to really strengthen up our armies, because that man is frightening me with how much war he's waging. Let's recruit this guy to be our champion. Oh, so there are whales. Okay, so there are whales in this part of the world. That's cool. Our wife is pregnant again. It is my duty to inform you that irrefutable evidence has been unveiled proving your marriage with Chieftain Betty is consanguineous in nature. This information will stay between the two of us if you end this unholy union. What are you talking about, man? Dude, our religion literally permits incest, dude. To lie about such a thing, I will set you straight. God damn it, he is not... Okay. We are considered incestuous now. The funny thing is, it's not even bad in our religion, so... But I guess we're a sinner now. God damn it. The only thing this affects is our clergy, though. Our clergy fucking hates us, but it doesn't really matter if he does, because it's not like he can do anything anyways. We won the war, and we got some money and prestige. Let's send our army home. We really need to consolidate our powers a bit, though, because we are not in a great position right now. Oh my god, it takes 17 years to establish control? What the hell? Why? Jesus Christ. Oh, it's because we're quarrelsome. We love to quarrel, which makes us very bad at establishing control. I don't like that this tribe is so powerful. We need to build up our army. You, what are you good at? You're not good enough at fighting. Ah, damn it. It's because you only have one eye. If you had two eyes, we would be able to make you a warrior. Recruit from minority cultures. Huh. Interesting. That's a modded decision, by the way. God, we have all this gold, but I'm not really sure what to do with it. Because it's not like we can use it to buff up our... We need to go falcon. We need to go hunting again. Recently held hunts. Let's go hunt here instead. We will gain more prestige. We will spend our gold. We will befriend this man, Nawan. He seems to hate us. Let's befriend him. Let's go falconing again. I can't wait. Yeah, soon. Let's get out there. Why is the prestige so low this time? Let's go hawk a pheasant. Also, I need to beware of this guy, because this guy is pretty strong right now. He has more champions than we do. And also just a larger army than we do. Yay, we have a daughter. Ado, our daughter, our new heir. Our sons are not going to be inheriting anything now. Eat it. Alright, how should we try to befriend this guy? He is arbitrary, brave, and paranoid. I believe he likes a good hunt. Ah, god damn it, he doesn't like a hunt. He thinks we're boring now. God damn it. Ooh, my hawk takes a perch and keenly spies across the landscape. In a flash, the bird descends upon something and turns into a frenzy once it has reached its prey. It pecks and claws at something on the ground, although I can't see what. I hurry over to the frantic screeching hawk and find it hawing over not a dead beast but a small collection of coins and trinkets. The value doesn't seem to be too extravagant, and I'm sure I wouldn't be able to find the original owner even if I wanted to. We got some gold. Funny enough, I don't think coinage exists in the tribes at this time. Alright, let's send the birds out. It's time to bird. Also, I think we should raid again. Oh, never mind. All these places can't be raided until next year. Okay, never mind. We're not raiding. Ooh, the wood truly is the mantle of the poor, but as the pheasant flees in panic from foraging peasants, I feel my patience wearing thin. There has to be something to do about these peasants. I can drive them out. That would make them pissed off, but we could donate to them, which would make them happy. Let's donate to these peasants. It's only 7 gold. It's like nothing. I watch excited as my hawk identifies the target and takes wing from its watch, soaring high into the air. The pheasants are none the wiser as my hawk scans the ground from high above. It swoops like a bolt of lightning. The quarry scrambles for cover, but it's already too late. Ah! We gain prestige. Yay. Oh shit. Everything that seemed to go wrong, but there's silver linings. Yada yada yada. Oh crap. We actually managed to... Why does it say everything that seems to go wrong? We got the bird. What are you talking about? Anyways, we're keeping the pheasant feather. What is the pheasant's feather? Ooh. It helps us gain a little bit of prestige. Importantly though, because we managed to get our hunt, our quarry, we gained a shit ton of prestige, which is good, because that means we can upgrade our buildings. So let's upgrade our buildings. What should we build? War camps. Let's build a war camps. It'll give us more armies and stuff. Hopefully it'll prepare us to take on this big powerful tribe neighboring us. Alright, we're back home. We can train for a tournament? Yeah, sure, let's train. And then you turn to the right, Atong yells while dealing a powerful blow to my sword that makes me take a couple of steps back. They won't go easy on you in the tourney, my lord. I don't know where a tourney is, but we're gonna train just because we can. If you want to win, you can't afford to lose. Let's see if we can actually succeed. We increased our fighting ability. Not that it's very high. Our fighting ability sucks, actually. It's very low. It's very bad. Can we recruit more champions? No, we can't. I thought I did make you a champion. Why do you want to leave? Impressively bad. This man is too powerful. We gotta destroy him. Somehow. With our inferior army. Let's upgrade our bowmen. If we have enough arrows to shoot at him, we should win. All we need is enough arrows to destroy him. And kill the shit out of him. And wreck him. Let's learn to be open-minded. So that other people... we need to have more bows to destroy them. Anyways, we're open-minded now, so... other people of other cultures should hate us less. God, why do we even have this incestuous trait? It's literally allowed in our religion. What is going on? Ah, our spy master really likes us. Let's try to make our shaman like us too, even though I don't really care about him. Me dog. This is where Taizong is. Despite the cultural differences, our peasants like us because we donated gold. And therefore they are grateful. Oh, can I upgrade our trade port? We could have even more money. More cash dollars. We have 1 development so far. Not a whole lot. Hold on. When can we raid again? Where does it show the thing that says we can raid? Recently looted. Lasts until July 3rd. Okay. So once July 3rd is over, we can loot them. Should we make our son... Let's just be friends with our son. There's no reason to extract a favor from him. Let's make our champion raise our other son. Our multiple sons. Oh, we can have him study a language. Go learn a language, man. Never hurts to learn a language. Can we assassinate you? Can we murder you? Nah. Very low success chance. Ritual combat. Oh, okay. They have to be a rival for us to fight them. Not that we would have a good chance of success. Oh, that's why they're so good. Their stats are very high. I don't like that. Kelubin. Today, my son Kelubin was taught a lesson in vassal management by Jung. It was quite a complicated course, necessary, but perhaps a bit beyond his grasp. My subjects only ever wished me well, he exclaims. I will trust my subjects indiscriminately so that we can build the realm together. Oh, you sweet, gullible child, that level of trust could be dangerous. We can make him trusting, we can make him forgiving, or we can make him patient. What do we want him to be? Do we want him to be forgiving? Do we want him to be patient? Let's make him patient, because patience is a virtue. Let's make him a virtuous boy. Even if he's not going to inherit anything. Our army is pretty decently sized, but theirs is even more decently sized. Oh wait, we can raid now, right? Yes, we can raid. Let's raid. After raiding, we should try to conquer those guys. If possible. If they attack us, we'll be in trouble, but... God, this guy is powerful. Let's try to kill him. Even if it won't succeed, let's try to murder him. Kill the shit out of him. destroy him. We can even bribe people to help us kill. Let's bribe people to help us kill. Ah, we don't have enough money. Can we bribe the other guy to help us kill? Yeah. Their shaman and their chancellor. Yeah, no, we are very poor. We don't have a lot of gold, but we can bribe people to help us kill. You know what? Spy Master, help us kill. We have a 79% chance of success and 94% of secrecy, which is good. We got some loot. Hopefully we can kill. Who are you? Oh. Oh, you want your son back. Okay. Yeah, you can have your son back. Do we have any other prisoners? No, we don't. Ooh. Yeah, let's attend the Pious Theater. If we attend the Pious Theater, we can get a trait. 2,000 taco nights. I love these generic events. As I watched the play unfold before me, it quickly became clear why Anguo is so well known as a literary genius. The prose, the performance, all of it makes me feel as though I'm witnessing the events of the mandalas unfold before me, as if there's to behold. Once the play is drawn to a close, I find myself alone with him. Do we want to challenge him? Yeah, let's challenge him. I can write better than this. Let's write a better play than him. It's been quite some time since I originally vowed to outdo the inferior work of Anguo. As the ink of my scribes grow dry, I don't think they had writing in this time period here. I admire my own work. The passion of the Iliad is a work deserving of being called a masterpiece. The only question is who should play the lead role. Do we have good... Our diplomacies now. Should Booyah... Yes. Booyah, you will be my lead actor. I take my seat amongst the audience, watching Booyah as he begins his performance. As the crowd erupts into applause, I am assured that I outdid myself and showed Anguo how a real Hanituis writes a play. What a great night. We succeeded in writing a play. Let's form a scholarly circle. Now, it'll take 56 years for us to develop onagers. Good God, man. It'll also take us quite a while to have enough money to even create a ducal title. Oh shit, are you at war again, man? You're at war again, dude. Oh, you're defending. What? How are you defending? Where did you get that army? You hired mercenaries? Are you nuts? Actually, no, that's good. Kill this guy. Kill this clown. The more you hurt him, the more I can hurt him in return. Beat each other up. Kill each other. We only benefit from this. Meanwhile, let's go raid the armies. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go raid the armies. If you're curious, in Chinese, the armies are known as Ameizhu. Is that where... Are they on the west coast or are they in the middle? We got an unpressed claim. I mean, we don't really need claims to conquer, but that's fine. We can take a claim. Raided. We even captured a prisoner. Yay! Ooh, hold on. I like this prisoner. She's very smart. Let's recruit her. Unless we can ransom her. We can't ransom her. Let's just recruit her. She's very smart. I can't make her my shaman. That's a shame. Murder, well-timed bribe. Not all the servants at Chieftain Tobas's court is blindly loyal. Biaz assures me he has a way in and a few coins in the right pocket. I don't trust him. We only have a 57% chance of success. I don't want him leaking our shit stuff. Looks like those two armies are at a stalemate. We're now in apostate. But yeah, it looks like these two tribes are at a stalemate, which is good because that means they can't attack us. They don't have the opportunity to attack us. I have come across a book describing how ancient devotees use trances and visions of ecstasy to commune with the heavens. It seems like a strange practice in our modern era, but perhaps there's something to be learned. That's learn. Ooh. While I have come to expect mischief from my daughter and heir Ado, her creativity keeps me on my toes. When it is not a prank, it is a brawl, a disgruntled tutor, or graze the knees from an adventure. She's rowdy. If she's rowdy, that means she is good at intrigue or martial. Let's make her a strong warrior. Or, rather, let's make her good at managing armies. Locked in her room, strange powders on a burning fire provide overpowering heat, smoke, and smells as I try to feel the things that lie beyond the world of senses. I do not know how much time passed before the strange, indecipherable visions of light and pulsing sounds came to me. Was it my imagination or a glimpse of the divine? Is there even any way to tell? Let's continue the experiment. As I experience more and more, I get a clearer and clearer grasp on things. It is as if I can now summon the presence I feel when I start my little ritual. It offers stability and comfort as the chaos of the world swirls around me. Ooh, I can be a wise man. Let's be a wise man. We are now a wise man. Hold on. Wise man. Being a wise man means we can host a mystical commune. Mystical community. I almost read that as mystical communism. It would just cost us 100 piety, but we would gain lifestyle points. We would gain divine guidance. We would gain experience, and there may be unforeseen consequences. With my mystical practice, I've apparently developed quite a reputation. People don't know what it is I do exactly, but they do know they don't want to cross me and find out. It's ridiculous, but perhaps not a bad thing. Ooh, we can be dangerous to know, or we can be a devout protector. I mean, we're currently trying to kill someone, so let's be dangerous to know. We'll scare the shit out of people. I finished reading the latest letter from my court shaman, La Fang, and smiled. He seems to have warmed to me at least. While this is a success, I'm tempted to use this opportunity to try and get even closer. We have a 74% chance to succeed. Yes, he appreciates the effort. He likes us more now. He likes us more. Not that we get anything out of him liking us, but he likes us more. Who is this? This woman is a giant. Let's recruit her. Welcome to the court, you giant. Ooh, we have a beautiful champion. Let's make sure this man gets married so he can have kids that are beautiful too. Why don't you marry this albino lady? Yeah, marry this albino lady from the steppes. How about that? Meanwhile, this giant woman should also get married. Here's a decent looking guy for you. Marry him. Ooh, they're fighting. Who won that battle? Oh no, they're raiding. Oh, wait, what? What's going on? Who won that battle? I wasn't paying attention. Why are you standing in my land? Alright, let's see if this... My agents have acquired a discreet powder which leaves no trace when dissolved in drink. Their servants, responsible for refilling and handling High Chieftain Tobias's cup, have been bribed to look the other way. And all that remains is my approval to smuggle the poison into his next drink. 78% chance, let's see. High Chief Tobus is dead, killed by a deep draught of spiced wine. My agent slipped the poison into his goblet and watched it dissolve without a trace. Only when his throat swelled shut did he realize something was wrong, but by then it was far too late. Furthermore, my agents have slipped out well before the effects of the poison revealed something was afoot. Yeah, we killed him! We killed the shit out of him! His son has inherited the tribe, and he is gout-ridden, which means he is bad at fighting because his health is shit and sucks. And his stats are garbage too, which is great. It looks like their secession laws have caused all the tribes to go to a different son too, which means the tribe is now weakened beyond belief. That is excellent. His army is still raised though. My son Kalubin has just finished a lesson held by Yong on the management of the treasury and the gold therein. Kalubin seems to have taken the lesson somewhat to heart. While he understands the role of the lower classes, he also insists that if a peasant stops paying their taxes, they are of no more use and should be discarded. A very callous look on human life. Should we let him be callous? Should we teach him to be just? Or should we teach him to be greedy? Oh, greedy is a sin. Let's try to raise our son to be a moral man instead of a... Ooh, they're fighting. They're fighting. Oh! Ooh. Okay, it looks like Nankan has won that battle, and they're likely to win this war, which means they're likely to conquer that province. I don't want them to conquer anything, so I'm going to declare war on them and conquer them before they can conquer anyone else. The girls are fighting. Yeah, let's fight them. We should kill the shit out of him. Oh. Yeah, we're winning. Yeah, die. Because the thing is, they have the power to conquer these guys. If they conquer these guys, they'll be harder for us to fight in the future. But if we conquer them, but these guys are already weakened, which means we can take on these guys. But if the two of them are both equally powered, I won't be able to take on both of them. So it's better if I conquer them now, after these guys have been weakened, so that I'll have the power to take on these guys, while these guys stop being a threat, so... We'll destroy them. Learning on the job. Yeah, our skills have gone up. Us being a scholar is paying off. Okay, the war is over. We won. Their tribe is no more. You have us to thank for that, even though we killed your dad. Nankan is ours. Args. Oh yeah, let's try to find secrets in China again. I'm sure there's some. Oh! It looks like Shun of Sushi has made it. The peasant rebel has succeeded in his rebellion against the Tang Emperor. That is a pretty big army. Of course, that's nowhere near as big as historical Chinese armies were, but for the sake of game balance, the numbers are severely deflated. The Emperor's not doing so great though, because he lost it. Ooh, we can kill the Emperor. We have a pretty good chance of success. I mean, not that it really matters though, because they have primogeniture succession, which means all their titles go to the same guy anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We can't split up their land by killing them, unfortunately. We don't really stand to benefit from killing them, so let's not bother. It looks like Fojiao is hostile to us though, so we should be careful about them. Ah, Nankan is a holy site. We have a holy site. Can we upgrade our holding? We can't. We don't have the money. We're poor. Anyways, since we just finished our war, we have a good opportunity to raid our neighbor for money and shit. So let's raid our neighbors for money and shit. You're getting raided, bitch. For money and shit. Ooh, our son learned the Peppo language. What about our other son? Can you study a language? Oh, this son, Hinu, is, he's pensive. So, ooh, he's good at stewardship. Yeah, let's keep him studying stewardship. Our daughter is very aggressive. Let's fight the raiders. So the thing is, if you defeat a raiding army, you actually get to steal their loot from them, which is nice. It looks like they aren't carrying any though, so we're just stealing the opportunity to loot these other guys. God, I'm so glad that assassination went well, because that means we severely weakened the neighboring tribe. And we actually have enough money to create the duchy now. So now we are a high chieftain instead of a regular chieftain. Oh god, we have a lot of prisoners. Ooh, this man is good at fighting. Let's recruit him. This man is not good at fighting, but he is very smart. Let's recruit him. This man is very average in a lot of ways. Let's recruit him anyways. Never hurts. Apparently, Hinu spit in my son Kalubin's food during a dinner a few nights ago. You're a cur, Kalubin screams. But you're a cur, Hinu screams back. Kalubin has been fighting with Hinu every day since. Not a day goes by without him plotting some kind of petty revenge. Do we want him to be vengeful, deceitful, or calm? We're trying to raise him to be a good boy, but... Actually, I just realized, we're trying to raise him to be a warrior. There's no reason I should be trying to make him a good boy. I should be trying to make him aggressive. Yeah, you can be vengeful. You'll have your vengeance in time, buddy. Ah, we have a guest from the Philippines. I don't really have a use for her, though. Ah, my nose. Sorry about the sniffling, by the way. Let's see. Yay, we are in a good position. Ooh. I have seen Yung handling everything from leeches to rotting bodies, but the discomfort on her face is something entirely new. As your physician, I am the guardian of your health, she says, staring down at her shoes. That also includes your reproductive health. I could make a tincture that might help you and your wife. I have read about some experimental treatments with promising results. Do we want a fertility treatment? I have no such issues. What are you talking about? Besides, we already have a daughter. We don't need to improve our fertility. There, now we have high tribal authority. Oh god, you're glitching. Dude, you're glitching so hard. Imperial Envoy, the spy master of the Emperor, has a mistress from amongst the commoners. This is useful to know. Let's blackmail this glitching man. Hey man, we're blackmailing you. Yeah, you have been blackmailed. This means we can try to force him into our murder plot. What? Oh, right, we're not killing anyone. I forgot. We just blackmailed this man for no reason. On the other hand, it means that we can try to add him to our killing plot. So let's try to kill the Tang Emperor, just for fun. Imperial Envoy. Oh, jeez. He won't join even if I use my hook. Let's forget about killing him then. I guess we just have a hook now. Should we try to sway the Tang Emperor? We have a very little success chance though. We can also try to learn his language. Yeah, let's learn Chinese. Why not? It might help in diplomacy. Oh, right. The mod also added some law options you can use. There's a religious tolerance law and the cultural tolerance law. We can be tolerant, we can be intolerant, or we can be accepting. Since Taiwan is so full of other cultures, let's switch our laws to be accepting. Yes, let's be accepting. Not that it does that much, but... let's see. We really need to recruit more champions, so let's do that. Lalan approaches me, maintaining eye contact. My lord, I heard you are studying the Hanyu language. My father was a merchant, and he could learn any language in no time. His secrets are in this manual. I have no use for it as I cannot read. I'd part with it for a reasonable sum. That's haggle. He takes the deal. We bought it for cheap. Nice. We have a language manual now. This should help us learn Chinese. Recruit a champion. From all my evenings watching the stars, I have seen with my own eyes what I have only heard of before. The stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, with the light calculations, one could even predict their movements. My shaman does not approve, of course. Leave the skies be. The celestial realm is for the elders to know. If we take his advice, we can stop being a sinner, but... Fuck you. I'll find my answers in the heavens. We can now... Oh yeah, we can now buy claims using piety, but that doesn't really matter, seeing as we can just fight using not claims anyway. We don't have to use claims at all. And so the High Chieftain discussed the nature of unusual diseases with the council. Meanwhile, the Zhong Shuding proceeded to... I looked up startled from the Hanyu book, only to notice a flushed Kangas leaning over me. Oh my, is that the Hanyu you're speaking? He says. You know, Hanyu's the language of love, and if I did not mishear, you just call me a winsome lion? You treasure you. Did I just accidentally hit on this man? We can have sex with him if we want to. Do we want to have sex with this man? He is lustful, cynical, sadistic. He is a treacherous villain, a hunter, an aggressive attacker. He's athletic, and he's one-eyed. Let's see. Adultery is shunned, but it is not a sin. Be gone! I must focus. Yeah, sure, let's have sex with this man. It doesn't hurt. The deer of Middag. My master of the hunt brings words of beasts spotted in the realm. I'm hearing much talk from the chiefdom of Middag. It is said that there are excellent prospects for hunting thereabouts, with many a worthy stag roaming the grasslands. Interesting. I don't think there are stags in Taiwan, but there are muntjacs, which natives do traditionally eat. In fact, the indigenous people of Taiwan are the only people allowed to hunt the muntjacs nowadays because they're a protected species. So let's plan a hunt. There's a stag sighting. We want to hunt that stag. Oh god. Hunting is quite expensive, but let's do it anyways. We'll slay the beast. Let's hunt that stag. Soon. Oh, we have a pretty high success chance. Kangas assembles, your champion and lover, assembles the party as the sun rises over the camp in the flatlands near Midag. My men have been gathering sightings of the stag that roam the local area. The local gamekeepers have scoured the vicinity for recent tracks and fumes. A stout buck is definitely in the area, and the conditions can hardly be better. Let's go out there. Poachers, here in the High Chieftain's flatlands, they huddle together as I ride up with my guards, making a poor job of hiding the dead antelope behind you. We did not do this. Please have mercy, glorious High Chieftain. Their blades and bows belie their words. I can punish the poachers, but that would make people upset. I can get a poacher training, but... do we want a poacher training? What does that do? It makes us better at fighting. We can try to capture them. We don't have a very good chance of success, though. And we can kick them out, which just... let's punish these do I really want to piss off the people for 10 years? How's the popular opinion in the area? It's not very high. I don't want to piss these guys off. Let's just kick these guys out. My lord, there's the stag. My lover Kangas gestures for me to follow him into the oak trees. Once we're hidden from the grassland, he turns and tugs my shirt over my head. Finally, some time alone. Do we want to have sex with him? It gives us a massive boost to our health. It's not like we're in poor health, though. We don't exactly need the health buff. Come on, man. Let's get back to the hunt. We have a stag to hunt. Let's focus. My huntsmen say that they know the place of the beast covered and the nearby water holes and grazing stag frequents. Though it is by no means easy thing to do, if we were to carefully creep up on the buck, we could perhaps catch it unawares. Yes, let's creep up with stealth. As Pata and I pad on foot over some troublesome ground, I almost jump out of my skin at the sound of an almighty yelp. I turn to see my champion sprawled out on the ground, a snare snag choking his calf. He howls in pain. My leg! Ugh, I didn't see the thing! We can leave him in the trap. Or we can decrease our success chance. Eat my dust. We're gonna get that stag. Learn more languages. Back to the hunt. What is going on, hunt? There is something majestic about the way the stag grazes across the landscape hidden in the tree line. I raise my bow. I silently glance over my champion, Nawan crushed down in the dirt, who does the same. I have a 42% chance of shooting down the stag. He has a 52% chance. Or I can make everyone shoot. I'm gonna shoot him. Yes! I slowly take aim, the stag cocking its head as though in anticipation. The arrow strikes true right into the beast's heart. Yeah, we got the stag! At only a 47% chance too. Heeding the call of the wild is an adventure, and this outing delivered the good and the bad in abundance. There's nothing quite like the thrill of bringing down an almighty beast. Kangas directs the breaking up, carefully skinning the carcass with direction from the game masters. We place the eager dog's share of the spoils on the stretched out hide before departing for camp and leaving for home. I'm keeping the stag antlers. Ooh, we managed to bring down a dangerous beast. We got a ton of prestige. We have stag antlers now. Oh, stag antlers. Nice. We be hunting. Nankan seems pretty unrested, so let's try to improve our control over that area. Is Japan within our diplomatic range? Oh, Japan is. Let's go search for secrets in Japan then. We don't have the prestige to reform our culture, unfortunately. We need like thousands of prestige, and we don't have thousands of prestige. It's very hard to build up prestige right now. Our wife is pregnant again? Ah, shit. Please be a son. Please be a son. Oh, our neighbor tribe is in a civil war. You're civil warring, dude? You ambitious dog. Ooh, a new champion. Ah, God, we don't have money to recruit all the champions we want. Our army is getting pretty strong, though, which is nice. Oh, our son is... Ooh, our son is now old enough to fight. He's a brilliant strategist. His combat skill is very low, though. Let's get him married to someone. Who is this? This is someone who is all the way in Vietnam. The daughter of the man. What about this? It looks like your name is not localized. Okay, so you're someone from Maguindanao. You're someone from Cambodia. You're someone from China. You're someone from China. You're someone from... Is that still in Vietnam? No, that's in Champa. None of these potential wives are very impressive. Are particularly impressive. Ooh, there's a... I never know how to pronounce Khmer. I'm pretty sure Khmer is not right, but I don't know how to pronounce it. But she is a giant. And I would love to have giants in my family. So yes. Marry my son, please. I want a giant. I want giant grandchildren. And also, I want to wage war on this guy. Oh, I can conquer his entire duchy? Oh, but then he would become my vassal, and I don't want him to be my vassal. Ooh, I can also raid for captives. Ooh. I can raid his captives. I would rather just take his land, though. Oh, I can't. Okay. It looks like I have to raid for captives because I can't conquer if I'm a sinner, and I'm currently a sinner, so I gotta raid captives, so I'm no longer... Never mind, are you kidding me? I can't do shit as a sinner. Okay, I need to do something about my piety. God damn it, I have another daughter. Oh, fuck. That's not good. Oh, thank you for teaching me Chinese. Ooh, you have learned Siraya. Impressive. Thank you. I have done the mystical commune, and I didn't really gain any special effects. I just gained stuff. Anyways, we are now officially a scholar. We are very smart. I still need to not be a sinner though, so I need to do something about my fucking piety. It is so bad. Hold on, can we take a... We don't have the money to be taking a pilgrimage. Ah, shit! Stop getting pregnant! I can't have this many kids. After lots of hard work, I finally managed to learn the Hanyu language. Endless hours practicing accentuations, sleepless nights mimicking inflection, countless lessons mastering intonations. It was all worth it in the end. During my efforts, I looked to emulate Emperor Cui's accent, and I'm sure that he would be impressed with my results. And of course, the Han peasants now... I don't have any Han peasants. If it would have stopped me from having kids. We only have a 43% chance of impressing him, so let's not risk pissing him off. But we know Chinese now, and he hates us a little less because we can communicate, which is nice. Wait, I just realized. I don't need to use... if it would have stopped me from having kids. I don't need to use piety casus bellis. I can just buy a claim. That's buy a claim. We are claiming Kabeyawan with our scholarship. We have the scholarly power to buy a claim, and we can use that claim to conquer it. We don't have to rely on our piety casus belli, so let's claim. It's time for war, buddy. One of the children at court, Hinu, has taken the rag doll of a younger boy and thrown it into a nearby cave. My daughter was there and saw it all happen. She ran into the cave and didn't come out for almost half an hour, but when she did, he had retrieved the toy, much to the annoyance of Hinu. Very brave, albeit somewhat foolish. You know what? I like your bravery, girl. You're very smart. And stop having daughters! Fuck! We're gonna have such a... Oh, our daughter is sickly. I hope she doesn't make it, because our secession is going to be a mess. Oh, right, we're at war. I forgot. God, our secession is going to be a mess if we don't do something about this. Learn another language, son. Keep learning languages, all of you. Can we do something about my secession laws? No, I forgot. If you're a tribe, you can't change your secession. We can't have male secession. We can only have female or equal secession. Yeah, these guys don't really stand a chance. I fucking crushed the shit out of them so fast. Because we weakened their tribe with that assassination, and now we're very strong and powerful. But if we have a secession crisis, we're no longer going to be strong and powerful. So we need to do something. It has not escaped my notice that my son Kelubin is a very good-looking man. The way he smiles and narrows his eyes in consideration never fails to make my heart flutter. Are these normal feelings to have towards a son? He's my son. Get a grip, man. Well, we already have the incestuous trait, so let's just go along with it. It hardly matters. We have succeeded our war, and now we have the Amis to fight. Because they want the land that we have. And we need to protect our land from them. The spineless sycophant Shuji makes my blood boil. Shuji, who's that? Oh, he's the spy master. How could Bathalas see fit to curse the earth with his obnoxious hysteria? No, it is obvious. He is Bakuana's kin. He's worse than both putrid boil and ravenous locust. I cannot stand the mere sight of breathing the same brooding air as him. I must do something. I must act. Yeah, no, it's like Secession Crisis is like the one thing that fucks you up in this game. This man is now our rival. My wife is pregnant. God damn, why does my wife keep getting pregnant? Oh, our daughter died. Our sickly daughter died. You might be a high chieftain, but you're also a vile fool. The unprovoked anger expressed by my son, who I have a crush on apparently, comes at a complete surprise. He has been under a lot of stress lately, but to behave like this. Ooh. Your name is not properly localized. Who is that sailing over? What? Who are you? What? Why are you allied to... What the fuck? Why do you have an Imperial envoy as an ally? Man, he's in Guangzhou too. Oh my god. Well, it's not like he has a very impressive army. Our tribal army can easily handle him. Yeah, let's study the anatomy. I'm still trying to stop being a sinner. Oh, I have a okay, thank God it's a granddaughter and not a... Thank God it's a granddaughter and not a son. A daughter. Yes, I have a son, but he is sterile. Man, okay. I guess he's sterile. That Chinese army is just stuck at sea. Oh my god, my son is not only sterile, he's also sickly. What a poor and unfortunate boy. I am inspecting the barracks infirmary when a severely injured soldier is brought in. He is losing too much blood. Where's the physician? Yoon is nowhere to be found. A chill runs down my spine. I might be this man's only hope. Suddenly, as if he stepped out of thin air, my Chancellor Yikong is at my side. He rolls up his sleeves and looks at me. Hand me the tourniquet. Ooh, I'm friends with my Chancellor now. Our patient screams and thrashes, even though 3 grown men weigh him down. Every step of the way is a battle. But Yikong remains calm, and eventually a quiet focus settles over us. I'm not sure how we managed, but in the end, it seems like this soldier will live. That was an impressive feat, Karo, Yikong says with a tired smile. It's an honor to serve at your side. I couldn't have done it without you, buddy. I couldn't have done it without you. Alright. We saved a man's life. We have some cash money. And we have a shit ton of prisoners. Are any of them good at fighting? Ooh, this man is good at fighting. Let's recruit him. The rest are all so-so, whatever. We have lots of very strong warriors now, though. Let's ransom this man. I don't know what to do with the rest of these women, honestly. They're all too old to have kids, and none of them have particularly impressive stats, so let's just sacrifice all of them. At least sacrificing them will give us some piety. There we go. We're no longer a sinner. Yeah, there was only one guy that had a combat in 12. Another thing is we can't have female commanders because of our culture, so even if a woman is good at fighting, unfortunately she can't join battle. Huh, we can recruit another man-at-arms. Ah, our sterile son is dead. Hold on, our stress is getting pretty high. Let's host a hunt to try to relieve some stress. Ooh. Yeah. We gotta do something about the fact that people there are very unhappy, though. Let's hire some mountaineers to reduce the danger level of this hunting trip. Alright. Let's go bird it up. Let's get out there. Let's bird. Kangas has been the star of the hunt so far. His falcon's talons forever dripping and red with fresh blood, so much that his glove seems to be stained with a permanent crimson. I cannot help but probe what he has done to train such an obedient and masterful hunting bird, and he just laughs. I wish I could tell you it was my good hunting, but speaking truthfully, my glove is blessed by Sidapa. I'd be willing to give it up for the right price. We could have a lucky falconry glove. I'll have it. I'll buy it off of you. Stop trying to have sex with me. We're trying to hunt. Ah, it's the peasants again. Fine. We'll decrease our success chance to give the peasants what they want. Oh, we succeeded anyways. We managed to... We got another heron feather. Yeah, our birding succeeded. Let's see. We got a feather and we got a lucky... This feather is very mediocre, so let's remove this feather and equip this glove. We are birding so good. Also, we can declare war on this man because we do not have a truce. The person I fought with was his what's your relation? Oh, your siblings. The person I have a truce with is his brother, not him. So we can fight him. Let's fight him. Yeah, eat my dust. Let's fight. The age of the world. I have been studying the ancient religious texts and the writings of scholars, and they all seem to agree that the world will end 6,000 years after its creation. By my calculations, we're less than a century away. However, my shaman Lafang urges me to keep it to myself. Leave it to the elders and avoid panic. What if your calculations are wrong? You know what? That's a reasonable point. I will listen to you for some piety. We already have a shit ton of prestige anyways. We have more prestige than we need, so let's go for piety instead. While I was in the castle town with Otto, we don't have castles here, her attention was caught by a criminal chained in the pillory. Otto lifted her head and made a sign of ignoring the criminal begging for water. We can have her be arrogant, compassionate, or callous. Well, since we're trying to raise her to be a warrior chiefess. Spit on him, beat him. He deserves nothing less. Be callous. Ooh, I got an unpressed claim on the chiefdom of Atayal. Oh yeah, I can build more stuff in my capital. No, I can't. I'm too poor. Never mind. Fuck me, I guess. I can build more stuff in my other lands, though. My other tribes. Oh, I captured him. That's an automatic win. Your land is mine, buddy. Heh. Oh yeah, are my kids learning languages? Oh god. Oh, you're bossy. You can be a steward. Since our realm is gonna split, I might as well give her a tribe so that, yeah. Since we can't manage that many provinces anyways. Our domain limit is like very low. We have like no bonuses for domain limits. We got some money right now though, which is nice. Alright, let's conquer the Amis. They've been having it too good for too long. We're very close to unifying the island at least. Oh, I can embrace celibacy. Let's be celibate. Our wife is not gonna be happy about it, but finally, no more kids. We're not gonna have any more kids. We already have a pretty split succession because of how many daughters we have. Imperial Prince Ting, grand wedding. We can visit a wedding in China. I don't see why I should do that though. That's not. We're conquering the Amis, is what we're doing. This Chinese army is gonna get wrecked. They got wrecked. Yay. Our son learned a language. Yay. We can host another mystical communion. Yay. I wanna create a kingdom title, but we need one more province and we need to have both duchies. So we gotta be able to have enough money to usurp that title. For now though, let's give our daughter a piece of land. That's yours to manage now. How's the secession looking? Okay, she's gonna succeed. She's gonna get Tainan. As I struggle to make out the tiny letters on the scroll before me, I feel a headache building once again. Why do scribes insist in writing such small symbols? How long will this stream? I'm probably ending it soon, actually. I gotta make dinner and stuff. I squint and try again. Nothing short of a miracle. With the aid of a stone of glass, even old men struggling with bad eyesight could read with ease. Fine. You can have a hook on me. Let's get you married with our court tutor. That way you can't use your hook to marry one of my daughters. My lord, my shaman approaches me. A local merchant. Oh, it's the same event. That's a you problem. I don't care. My daughter wants to be greedy. Let's make her just. Also, I just realized we already have. We're no longer a sinner. We don't need to keep being a scholar. Let's focus on making money. We need money. We gotta get money. We're at 4 development now, which is nice. Yay, we are now faithful. We still have a truce, so we can't fight him yet. Can we raid him? Yes, we can raid him. We have a pretty large army at this point too, actually. Oh, our son Hinu is an adult now. Let's get him married. The governor Heritor Linghua of Dongchuan. She is generous, calm, and lustful. Go marry that horny woman. Yeah, go marry her. And now we have an alliance too with oh, our allies all the way over there. They're never gonna be able to help us in anything. But at least we have that now. Didn't we raid them? Or did they already get raided? Oh no, we have a truce. We can't raid them because we have a truce. We can usurp their titles though. The Duchy of Kirai is now ours. Bitch. Our truce ends in 2 years. Okay. We have quite a lot of prestige now. We can actually reform our culture if we wanted to. Although, there's not a lot of options for us to choose from. We can be pastoralists. We can be warriors by merit. Ooh, we can have even stronger warriors. We can have constant rebellion. I don't think we enables adopting statelessness. We don't need to do that. We can have martial admiration. We can have good warriors and knights. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, no. This mod added anarchy to the thing because I'll show you in a second. Oh, we can have pirates. Oh, pirates. Seafarers. Oh, seafarers. A right to prove. Monogamous, polygamous, sacred hunts, tabletop warriors. Oh, man. You know what? I want to be seafarers. We're going to be seafaring a lot. We need to be seafarers. And besides, we kind of need to raid overseas. Uh-oh. Our rival's trying to kill us. Uh-oh. They're trying to kill us. That's not good. We're being assassinated. Ah! Okay, my son is also my rival now. That's not good. We can have ritual combat. Oh god, I don't want to kill him. Hold on, we gotta do something about the fact that our fucking rival is trying to kill us. Imperial Envoy. I'm gonna try to kill you back. How about that, huh? It would be bad if we died, because dying sucks. Huh? Oh, shit! I have uncovered a vicious scheme by Imperial Envoy Shuji to have you murdered. His agents are being rounded up as I write this, but although Shuji has been foiled for now, he remains a threat to the future unless we take action. Great! His plot to kill us has been foiled. And now we're gonna try to kill him back. Beat the shit out of him. Destroy him. Yay, our daughter is now old enough. She is a holy warrior and a brilliant strategist. Very nice. She can marry the son of the Chinese emperor? Hello? What? Ah, his stats fucking blow ass though. Ah, fuck, forget it. We're not marrying the emperor's son. His stats blow ass. Look at that. Let's marry a man with some merit. Ooh, there's a Somali man we can marry. I kind of like this guy though, Junji Nie. Here, marry this man. Now we have an alliance with Inspector Sen Chuan, the Compassionate of Zibo. He's a very insignificant ruler, but his son is a good man. And that's what I care about. It's my coworker's birthday today. I'll have to text them later. Alright. We're very close to unifying Taiwan. We still need the money though. We don't have a lot of money. Perhaps we should try raiding overseas. Looks like a lot of places are already raided though. My daughter-in-law have given birth to a daughter. Ooh. Our giant daughter-in-law is having kids. This granddaughter is a giant too. That's great. We're having giant kids. Can we raid overseas? I can't raid overseas. God damn it. Okay, I need to unlock the ability to raid over. I should have gotten pirates. Fuck. I should have gotten the pirates trait. Alright. We now have Golden Obligations, the most OP ability in the game, because it lets you use your hooks to get money from people. So I can blackmail people for hooks, and I can force them to give me their money for it. Granted, they have money, but not a lot of them have money, it seems. Never mind, that's... You know what? We're gonna go hunt for secrets in China and see if we can get some money. Oh, fuck. My chancellor has smallpox. Can we kick you out? Get the fuck out of here. Leave. Someone else can be my chancellor. There. No more smallpox in our realm. We need one more province to be... Oh, my friend died. Smallpox eradicated. Let's give our rival some poisoned gold. Yay, another grandson. Another grandson. Can we declare war yet? Someone wants to kill my marshal. I don't really care. He can fend for himself. I'm waging war. We will unify Taiwan. Ooh. An imperial envoy to scare, a local mystic with dubious morals and a fabricated omen. Well, this man is cynical, so he's not likely to accept an omen. So let's give him a good omen. Damn it, never mind. Our plot did not work. Yeah, let's gain a scary reputation. Ooh. This imperial envoy has a secret that we can blackmail him for. And now that we have blackmailed him, we can get money from him. He's not very rich, but we can still take his money. That's the important part. We need all the money we can get to create a... Oh god. Strange people have been appearing around court lately. Some I only see as shadows in the corner of my eye, and others I glimpse quickly and then they seem to be gone. No matter how many guards I set on the task, these strange people cannot be found, but the intensity of their taunting is only increasing. I could have sworn... Oh fuck, I'm going crazy. This last week I've been spiraling like a leaf in a tornado, going around, round, round. What is reality? What is real? I can no longer answer this. All I know is that the woman in the clouds understand me, but these shadows are reaching further every day. Ah, fuck, I'm crazy. This decrease... Oh god, I'm in poor health because I lost my mind. God damn it. Spies digging around my secrets and plaguing my court. Imagine my surprise to find that they're in employ of your spy master. Put an end to this. I know nothing of any spies, buddy. You must be imagining it. We won the war. Let's see, what's the secession like? You'll inherit basically the entire right half of the island. So let's just give you the land right now. Yeah, no, we have negative prestige right now. Once we create the... I have a grandson. Oh, our daughter, our heir has a grandson. That's nice. Ah, we're in poor health. We might die soon. Oh, hold on. We're prisoners. Let's just ransom. Hold on. Who has good fighting? None of them do. Let's just ransom all of them. There's one guy left. Who are you? You are a horny Chinese man. That your liege doesn't want you, so I'm just gonna recruit you. Can we create a kingdom yet? We need 50 more gold. Unfortunately, we cannot raid overseas. Oh my god, this man is glitching. You have a secret. You have a secret lover. That's blackmail. Yeah. Oh god, we're overwhelmed by stress. Hold on. Let's get some money first. As I walk the corridors of my palace, frustrated, many of my courtiers seem to be droning on and on about some problems they're having. With how things have been lately, I've been finding it difficult to focus, but I'm sure no one would mind saying such harsh things if they were not true. Something about the decision sounds familiar, though. What was that law not my idea? Is this my fault? I'm gonna be irritable. I'll punch someone. I swear. Let's lash out. Hey, you. My dear daughter, I smile maniacally. Were you born such an obnoxious witch or that developed later in life? We just insulted our daughter to relieve stress. What a great man we are. Anyways, we have enough gold to create the kingdom of Liuqiu now. Yeah! We now have a royal court. We're a king. As king, you have new duties and responsibilities. You will now be expected to regularly hold court, solving the disputes of the realm and letting your courtiers take part in your daily routines. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is looking sternly at me in a direct, almost lecturing way. Perhaps there's some surprise in his eyes. He starts to unfold a beautiful banner bearing the emblem of the House Takao. One of the ways in which the world will now judge your rule is by how you adorn and care for your royal court. I've taken the liberty to have made this as a gift to mark the beginning of your royal tenure. Alright. Let's see our royal court. Let's hang up our banner. It's not very impressive, but it's a banner. It'll give us a little bit of bonuses, not a lot. Our royal court. We have a tribal court, and that's the only option we have. Alright, let's hold court. Sitting on my throne. Oh god, I just read the chat is completely blocking that. I'll just read it out loud. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceeding. After several moments, all movements in the chamber has ceased. All faces turn towards mine expectantly. In front of me, I count 3 petitioners lined up in an orderly row waiting for me to call on them. My Marshal Atong hurries to my side, his bloodshot eyes searching the assembled court. My lord, I'm sure there's someone in the kingdom out to get me. I have no evidence, but I suspect... Orteza? He's my champion. Where did he... When did we get a Kurdish Muslim in our court? When did we... I'll question him. We lost prestige. Okay. A thin, raggedly peasant stands before me, gawking at the opulence of my throne room. Obviously distracted, I call him to get his attention. Oh, I'm sorry, my lord. My village in Midag was hit by a blight this year. We lost not only our crops, but our seed too. We have nothing. We shall starve without help. Surely you have some wealth to spare. Alright, I can get free labor. I'll help them rebuild. I'll be a good ruler. The man who approaches my throne is clearly a commoner. My lord, he begins his speech, I represent the local community of Takao. In the last few months, our cemeteries have been plagued with the disappearance of bodies. All had been dug up and left no trace. At first, we feared wild animals or obscure powers at work, but then your own court physician, Jung, was caught red-handed hauling the dead away for her experiments. Please put an end to this blasphemy. Ooh. Ooh. Fresh, living bodies make for better test subjects, you know. Yeah, we're gonna start experimenting on live people. Let's take money from our daughter and our son. Do we have prisoners? We have prisoners. You're a prisoner. You have nothing, and you're not very impressive either. Let's just... Let's just ransom this man, whatever. Oh. Court event. In the flanks of my throne room, I can hear Master of the Hunt engage in an intense negotiation with No... Oh, she's a Hmong woman. Miao Zhu, as they say. Over the sale of a beautiful peregrine falcon, a highly prestigious bird for anyone to own. I don't think peregrine falcons are in this part of the world. He seems to be struck on haggling the price, with the falconer refusing to budge. And from the frustration in both their voices, they've been at this for a while. Perhaps they'd appreciate their king's intercession almost as much as I think I'd appreciate a new bird. No, you're asking too much. Yes, I succeeded in negotiating. Negotiating. Yeah, when I die, my younger daughter will surely inherit the right side of the island, where all the mountains are. That's okay, though, because the left side is where all the flatlands are, while the right side is where all the mountains and stuff are. So I'm fine with taking the flatlands. It will be troublesome for our daughter who inherits the kingdom, though, because she's only going to rule half of it. She would have to wage war against her own sister if she wants to rule the other half. Oh, really? I didn't know that peregrine falcons exist in this part of the world. That's cool. I didn't know. What do you mean this man would make a good husband for blank? This man is stupid. He's literally stupid. He's not marrying anyone. Anyways, we actually have quite a lot of power at this point, which is nice. Too stupid to marry. We actually have all 3 holy sites now, which means if we want to reform our religion, we can, provided we have enough piety, which we don't. That will have to be a task our daughter and heir fulfills. Unfortunately, she's not much of a scholar. Neither is her sister. She's a warrior, so we're gonna have to figure out how to build up enough piety for her to reform our religion. That is going to be an interesting challenge for next time. How are things in Japan, by the way? Things look good. Business as usual, it looks like. How are things in Korea? Who are they fighting? Oh, no, they're not the ones fighting. They're just helping some other nomadic tribes fight each other. How's Balhae doing? Business as usual. The Tang court is also business as usual, it looks like. What is all those lines I see? I don't quite know what these lines are. Is that trade routes? Not quite sure. Ah, it looks like the Khmer Kingdom of Kambuja Desa is really expanding their power here into Champa is also getting quite strong too, actually. Ah, the Principality of Jinhai. It looks like Vietnamese have not yet arisen as a culture just yet. Ah. No, Lac Viet does exist. They just do not exist anywhere on the map right now. Srivijaya is doing pretty well. They conquered the tip of Sunda. Oh god, for a moment I thought the game was about to crash. In the Philippines, it looks like I don't know how to read that. It looks like they've been consolidating their powers a bit. In Okinawa, there's a high chieftain of Liuqiu, but he's not very powerful. None of the powers in Liuqiu are very strong. So if I wanted to conquer them, I could very much do it. After all, I am a king at this point. I have the power necessary to conquer them if I see fit. Although there is no benefit to me conquering them right now, because when I die, my second daughter will inherit all those anyways, not my first daughter. My first daughter's not having a lot of kids, though. I could technically disinherit my second daughter, but it costs way too much to do it that it's not actually worth it. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about this earlier, but if you're wondering where the anarchism is happening, it's actually happening right here in Papua, where a lot of these countries start out as stateless rather than tribal. Stateless is basically a weaker form of tribal, where their secession is completely elective, which means it's very hard for them to even have dynastic succession. It's very easy for their heirs to just be someone else entirely unrelated to them. So it's a very rough gameplay. Honestly, it would be interesting to play in Papua sometimes, just because it's actually a pretty large island. Like, it is quite a big place, actually. If someone were to unify that and turn it into a great empire, they could be extremely powerful. It's just that they have a very rough start. Ah, the Seljuks. Oh, wow. The Byzantine Empire is not looking too hot. It is in fact crumbling very hard. Moldavia is looking swell. Bulgaria is looking swell. Hungary is not looking very swell. Ooh, Lotharingia. It looks like the Germans are not very close to forming the Holy Roman Empire at all. Italy is fairly fractured. And let's see. Lamtuna, Wagadu, Kanem. Oh, Yoruba land. Yoruba land looks pretty. They look to be doing pretty well. Before I end the session, I like to take a look around the map just to see how the rest of the world is doing. It looks like the God, I forgot what they're called, but it looks like it looks like they've already their realm has already split apart. The Muslim realm in Iberia has split apart. And it looks like the Vikings have established quite a powerful kingdom in England. The Kingdom of Wessex looks like they're the most suited to actually fend off the Vikings, but they're not doing so hot. And Sweden has also taken a bit of England. The Scottish kingdom has also fallen to the Vikings. Leinster is also ruled by a Viking. Lots of Vikings in England right now. England's not doing so hot, it seems. Polonia, Estonia. Oh, wow. Estonia is doing very well, though. Finland, Sweden. Ah. The Sami are doing alright. I should try to think about doing my setup differently the next time I want to stream this game, because I think having my webcam in the current position it is in makes it kind of hard to capture my face very well. Probably because I have to also have my laptop right here, which kind of probably gets in the way. Oh, it looks like Japan has been expanding northwards and conquering the Emishi. That is pretty historical, actually. During this time period, in the... No, are we in the Heian era? We're in the Heian era. During the Heian era, the Empire of Japan did conquer some of the Emishi people. They were waging war and stuff. The Emishi, on the other hand, are not looking so hot. And neither do the Ainu don't look like they're doing so hot either. But as for us here in Liuqiu, we are doing pretty swell. We managed to unify the island. We have a decent army size. Obviously not enough to stand up to China, but it's not like they're gonna invade us anyways. They're unlikely to. We could offer them a hostage to ensure that they do not wage war on us, actually. We can also, can we exchange hostages? No, he's not gonna accept. We would have to offer hostages. Do we want to give him a hostage? Let's give him a hostage. That way, he will hopefully not declare war on us. Yeah, let's send over a hostage. She'll probably be raised to be Chinese, but oh well. Why am I having a crush on another son? What is up with me? Oh. The twists and turns of fate have not always been to my advantage. Batha knows that I was cursed the day I met Inspector General Shuji. Today, however, that curse has been lifted. Fate smiles upon me and brought the spineless buffoon to his grave. Our rival is dead. We don't even have to assassinate him. Yay. But yeah, we're in a pretty good position right now. And obviously the secession thing with our 2 daughters suck because our secession law means that our daughter is not going to inherit all the lands, but that's okay because she will be a strong ruler. And if she wants to fight her sister, she can probably win. She can very likely win. And when she wins, she will be able to get her land back. She definitely has the advantage to accomplish such a feat if she so desired it. Seafarers. Oh, God. God, it'll be good to finally be able to set sail. Because we really need it. If we can't be good seafarers, we're going to have trouble expanding. It's not like we can't seafare right now. We just can't raid overseas. And not being able to raid overseas suck. But anyways, I think this is a good place to stop the stream for now. I've been streaming for a while, and I think, you know, managing to build up a kingdom from starting out as a tiny tribe is a pretty good bookmark, you know? So yeah. This has been a fun stream, and I'm really glad to everyone who came to watch. I don't know how much Crusader King 3 I will stream, simply because it's one of those games that you can really do for a really long time, and I don't even know how many people are actually interested in watching Crusader King 3, but I think that if, you know, if people have fun and enjoy this and etc., I think I might keep streaming this in the future. It would just be a fun and interesting thing to share with you all. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you to everyone who came and watched. And I will be ending the stream now. Bye bye.